Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Homestead, Miami Speedway. As it's time for the Sportsman boys to take a run, as David Diaz, Will Goss, Zorlid, and John Gilbert are the front four. Green flag is out, and we are racing here at Homestead, Miami Speedway. You can look, David Diaz has got a big lead already. Same 27 laps. Current points leader, DJ Curtis. Let's find where DJ is. And right there is DJ. It's a little bit further back than he probably wants to be. 18th contact, Robbie Jackson. I think Robbie is all right, but dang, he hit the wall a lot as they're still racing back to the line. Some of the field did get to the line, some of them didn't, and Tony Newman wanting to maybe make his shot and get a win here. Smokers. The lights are playing effect on the smoke here in Homestead, Florida. Oh, Luis Hernandez is slow down the back straightaway. Currently 40th. We had a wreck. Oh. Watch that hit. Boom. Probably get a little audio interference there. Oh. Dylan Schwallenberg and a couple other guys are getting through that. I think Louise just gets a little piece of it. Al Lagacy got some. Oh, Rick Johnson takes a huge hit. I was right around there with DJ Curtis, second place man. Zachary Fitzwater, was he involved? Nope. They're right in front of each other. We seen Robbie Jackson get turned. That's what brought out the caution. Right there's Robbie. Let's see what happened to him. Looks like he gets a little help from Leroy. I don't know. It looks like Robbie is driving aggressive as usual. Gets a little bump from Leroy, then gets turned off the nose of Cynthia Bright, and around goes the 8. And you can see the 33 is in the wall as well after the bump. So a lot of damage there. Luis Hernandez. Oh, nighttime is falling. Looks to have not a lot of damage on the 24. So we'll get you back to the green flag here in just a moment. Tough break for Luis Hernandez. They have him credited as 1 lap down. He has no damage, but he's right there in front of his teammate, David Diaz, so maybe they could get something going and get by Tony Newman. 2 cars out of the event, Cody Lamas and Rick Johnson. So we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Pace car gonna, slide on in here. Green flag is in the air, and look at Luis Hernandez being the nice driver that he is, letting the leaders go. Not going to get in their way. Ooh, Blake Warren trying to make a pass and has to get up. Ooh, contact between David Diaz and James Kinghart, but it gives David Diaz a run. David going to the lead. Off the front bumper of James Kinghart. Sorry, folks, the other cameras around the track are going dead on us. They're out of memory, so we're running on this cam we built, or we have right up here on the spotter stand to show you the footage we're getting. And right now you're seeing it all. 4 wide. Will Goss sticking his nose in there under Stephen Pollard III and the 18 and Max Anderson. Max Anderson won last week at Texas World Speedway. Would love to get up here and win this race. Last season, him and John Gilbert had an exquisite battle here at Homestead. And look at John Gilbert. It looks like it's the return. He's currently 41st in points. He has nothing to lose. He just wants to show that he could still win. He's had a horrible season this season. And he would love to get up here and maybe contend for this win. And right now, Max Anderson in the 18 says, "Excuse me, I have a championship to contend for. I was strong here last season. I want to be strong here this season." Anderson to the lead in the NOS Energy Toyota. And look at, Alan Matthews is going to make this 4 wide. Beating and banging. John Gilbert, Will Goss, Alan Matthews. The Exxon Chevrolet also wants to win. Alan Matthews, his name has been very quiet this season. Has it been a season he wants it to be? Tony Newman making contact with Zorlian. And Will Goss is hard into the wall. Looked like something may have been amiss on the 25. We've got a huge break. Our legacy. Where is DJ Curtis, the current points leader? DJ is all the way back in 32nd, is not scoring any points. Right now, Luis Hernandez telling his crew we're down a cylinder. Should I just bring it in? As John Gilbert has moved to P2. Actually, they're going to be catching Luis in a couple of laps. Look at how these cars running. Down the back. Look at DJ way up on the outside. Eric Rodriguez going to make it 4 wide. Does he not know that his driver's up on the high side? DJ hard into the wall. And that has killed the side of DJ Curtis's car. Oh, he gets contact from Isaiah Monaco. Roush also with some damage. We're going to go back to the front of the field. And look at right here. Here is Zach King, 16th. As that group has kind of lost pace with the top group. Going to the lead right now. It is a battle. 3 Fords versus 1 Toyota. Actually, there's a lot of Fords. Zorley and Newman, Gilbert, Kinghart. And then the 17 there, Taylor Brian Price. Blake Warren also making his name known. Almost contact. Did not have the car that could run in Under Armour Pro yesterday. Gets the top 15. Making contact with Pollard. Penske Racing has really upped their game here on this 22 car. Look at, there's David Diaz. The Chevrolet camp has fallen off. Caution is out, what it looks like on our feed. Yes, it is. And it looks like it is the 43 there of Sam Curtis. We'll get you to caution in just a moment. I think John Gilbert is second. Yes, he is. So that's going to bring some guys back into the mix that were not really in the mix due to some damage. Let's see what happened to Sam Curtis. He was right here battling with the 3 of Eli Bright. Ooh, looks like Jeff Bright gets into the wall. Actually, he just got a bump from Alexander Rowe, and that just gets the 43 loose, and around goes Sam Curtis. No damage. Just went for a little 360 slide, and we're going to get you back to green flag right. Lights are out on that Dodge Charger pace car. Luis Hernandez does have to start in the back. It's under 10 to go. He was asking his crew, should he retire, and they're like, no, they could be a big one. You could gain some spots, even though, he's not going to get any points. They're just trying to keep that car out there to get some owners points and keep the sponsors happy. Green flag is in the air, and Max Anderson is long gone. He got a great start. That restart, but that has brought other cars back into the mix. Will Goss is still here. Now Dylan Schwallenberg is here. Zachary Fitzwater, who's only 4 points behind DJ Curtis. And looking at where DJ is, we're going to have a new points leader after this race. Zach King falling to the back of that number 35. Liv Moss Ford, and there's Jessica Kinghart. Ooh. Beating and banging between Michael Haas. Ooh. William Brock and a couple others were beating and banging back through there. Look at Eric Rodriguez trying to make a run. Look at the Starcom fiber machine, Gatlin Downey. He's up here scoring some points today. That's what you got to need going into next season. You want to be the car scoring some points, get you to the front of the field. As James Kinghart would love to win his second race of the season, telling John Gilbert to get out the way, teammate. John Gilbert has had a season of caution is out. So I don't know what. It's Zach King. So I don't know if this may be a race to the end. And to the line, Max Anderson has got it. Don't know if that's going to be the end of the race or not. We're going to take a look and see what happened to Zach King. You see him and Will Gosler beating and banging. And oh, he just kind of got... He didn't want to hit William Brock. Did hit him, get him loose. And then Ash Curtis was like, hey, excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. So I don't know if this is going to end this thing or not. But right now, Alan Matthews would hope it's not going to end, and neither would James Kinghart. We're going to see what's going to happen. We'll get you back to whatever happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It looks like we're going to have a one-lap shootout. And the way Max Anderson got that restart last time by, looks like, oh, Max, if he could just get that same restart, he's pretty much got this. Pace car is going to pull in. ERL officials said they would like to see him have one last shot. Green flag. Max Anderson got the start. And Max Anderson, actually, he didn't get as big as a start. We're going to see what happens going into turn number 1. Ooh, Kinghart is there. Kinghart to the inside. This could be the battle. Oop. Into turn 3, look at Tony Newman with a huge hit of momentum. Using all the Ford Performance engine he's got. Tony Newman, out of nowhere, will win here at Homestead. What a race. Mr. Where did he come from? That might now go to Tony Newman here in the 10. Because where did he come from? Look at David Diaz. Really had no shot. It looked like Tony was going to help his teammate. Kinghart knows he has to slide up and maybe force the 18 up a little bit. And as that happens, Tony Newman just drove it under him and said, well, you gave it to me, teammate. A Ford Performance 1-2 finish. Is Ford Performance back on the map? Won at Boston 2 weeks ago. And now they are winners here in Homestead, Miami. Once again, John Gilbert won here last season. This season, Tony Newman gets the W. You know he's excited. Look at the gauges in that thing. So here's your top 15. Newman, Kinghart, Diaz, Anderson, Matthews, Pollard, Gilbert, Zorlian, Fitzwater, Taylor Bryan, Price, Joey Murphy, Dylan Schwamberg, Jessica Kinghart, so Matt Oskin, Michael Haas, and then here is the rest of your finishing order. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next week from the high banks of Daytona International Speedway.